Hey there, Michael Church, Crawl Space Ninja, and our Ask a Ninja page has been getting real popular. We had Justin on a call and he was asking what kind of soda blaster do we use? How much soda does it take to soda blast a crawl space? And do we soda blast all or part of the crawl space? Stay tuned for the answer.
I was just wondering what soda blaster you guys use for most of your jobs.
Well, the soda blaster, that's a great question. The soda blaster we use is the Buster Blaster, and it comes in multiple configurations. I believe it's manufactured in Washington State, and we have a local rep. They have regional reps, so I could probably find out the regional rep in your area. But basically what it is we started out with a soda blasting pot, and there's two other components that go with it. One removes the moisture from the soda, and then the other pot swirls it around and then releases it out through hoses. So you would need the pot, the moisture evaporator, the hoses, the nozzles, and then if you just went with that configuration, which is the least expensive configuration, you would need to rent a compressor, like a pull-behind diesel compressor, and hook all that up to that first configuration. So that's how we first got started in soda blasting, was with the smaller configuration. I believe it was probably less than $20,000, maybe $15,000 to $20,000 for that configuration, if I remember correctly. And then once we were able to save up and get what we have now, which includes the compressor, so our soda blaster is actually mounted on the compressor, so when we pull out away from the office, it's all together. You know, and that's about a $45,000 configuration in most cases for that. I think we have 200 feet of hose, and then just like anything, the longer the hose, the less effective it becomes. Like if you're using a paint sprayer, you've got a longer hose. So shorter hoses are better. So if you don't need all 200 feet and you could get away with 100 feet, it's going to use less soda. Then you got to buy the soda, which is a sodium bicarbonate. We buy a pallet of soda at a time. I believe it's 50 bags to a pallet, and they're about $30 a bag. So it's quite an investment.
How many bags would it take to do like a 100 square foot house or something like that, you think? Average.
That's a good question.
How fast you go through that stuff?
Well, keep in mind, and I did the math on this, if you've got 2x10 joists and they're 15-inch on center and you got 1,000 square foot crawl space, you really probably have about 1,300 square foot of soda blasting material that you're going to have to do, okay? By the time, you know, all the nooks and crannies and everything. So you're looking, a bag would typically go about 200 square feet. So if you got a 1,250 square foot, if you got 1,000 square feet, basically 1,250 square foot of space that you got to soda blast, it would take you know, probably 6 to 8 bags, and that's if you're pretty efficient at it. You're gonna get better as you do more, but I mean, you could use, you know, 2 bags in 100 square feet if you don't know what you're doing and you're not moving, or it's a short crawl and you're having trouble moving inside the crawl space.
Okay, that's cool. That was a good answer for that. When you soda blast, do you soda blast every inch of the crawl space, or do you only hit the spots that you can tell that there are previous mold or like rot or stuff like that, or do you just only hit certain spots?
Well, we soda blast every inch. Some of our competitors only hit the highlights. So I went in this one house where they only soda blasted the wood that was facing the door, and then if you got around and looked on the back side, it was still really nasty. But yeah, we do every square inch, subfloor, joists, rim joists, sill plate, anything that's wood. And the reason why we soda blast and then follow up with a disinfectant is because the disinfectant is used more for the areas we couldn't soda blast, because obviously it's a high PSI air coming out and it would tear up ductwork or something like that. So the disinfectant's good, but we also apply the disinfectant to the wood as well. Okay, we really hope you liked that video interview with Justin, and we got a couple more videos with Justin that we'll introduce here in the future. So thank you so much for watching. We hope you'll like the video down below, and we hope you make it a happy and blessed day. See you later.